Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever, whenever you are. I'm happy to be here with you virtually, and I hope this class gives you exactly what you're looking for in this moment. So with that being said, I invite you to settle into a comfortable seat, either with a blanket or a block or something, a cushion, a pillow that you'd like to sit on. And just get a little bit of elevation through your hips. Cross your legs in Sukhasana, easy pose, or maybe you come over onto your shins with your seat meeting your heels in diamond pose, whatever's comfortable. However you land, if you start to feel uncomfortable, your knees get a little cranky, or your legs fall asleep, just shift and adjust in any way that feels good, and then come back to your centering and your breath. So we'll start with just a brief meditation. Once you settle down, close or soften your eyes. Let your hands land in your lap. Take a moment here to just breathe, be. Notice your natural breath, and maybe take a couple full deep rounds of breath. Right away, notice the shifts that start to happen. Notice what happens when you arrive on your mat or in your space and you do nothing but just exist. Just be. There's no mantra to repeat, no breath to be controlled. Just sit with how you show up. Notice what that feels like. After a few breaths in silence, or after a few full deep rounds of breath, start to bring awareness to your physical position. So again, if there's any little adjustments, any shifts you'd like to make, shoulders should be stacking just over the hips, so they might need to move forward or back slightly. And once you stack your shoulders over your hips, feel your tailbone drop down towards the earth. You'll notice a little bit of a lift through the low belly. And then continue to ride the energy of that lift. Let your heart slightly shift up, shoulders then roll down your back. And then the energy kind of keeps circling around your torso. As the energy draws down your back, down your tailbone, feel it come up and around as you lift your low belly, gently lift your heart, shoulders roll down, circle around, tailbone lengthens, and then back up. Low belly lifts, heart lifts. So you just feel that sort of that circle, that cycling of energy, and that helps to build your physical posture. Energy rides up the back of your neck, crown high towards the sky, chin is parallel with the ground. And just take a moment, step back and notice that root to rise sensation for your whole physical body. Maybe take a full deep breath here. And then move into a belly breath. So draw your breath down towards the base of your spine. It might take a couple rounds. Sometimes we can get really stuck in an upper chest short breath pattern. So see if you can drop it down towards your belly. Full deep breaths in. And out, in and out through the nose. You might even take your hand to your belly and just feel the belly expand as you inhale. And then feel your belly retract as you exhale. Just stay with the belly breaths for a moment. And you can stay here if that feels good. If you'd like to take Dirga breath, then it does still start with that full deep inhale at the belly. But as you inhale, you feel your belly, then draw the breath up through the rib cage and then all the way up to the top of your heart. Full deep breath in. And then on your exhale, feel your heart gently shift down, ribs close as the breath empties all the way down and out of the belly. Feel your low belly contract as you press all the air out. And then inhale, fill your belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. And stay here. This is called Dirga breath, 3-part yogic breath. As you inhale, honoring all 3 chambers of your torso, belly, ribs, chest, ribs, belly. All done through your nose. Begin to notice the shifts of your mind, your thoughts. As you give your mind's eye something to focus on, your breath. You may feel a sense of ease, relief, wash over you. And from this place of connection, cultivate an intention for your practice. Take one more full deep breath. And on your next inhale, let your arms rise up overhead. Start to open your eyes nice and softly, palms meet overhead, gaze up towards your palm. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Drop your chin down to your chest. From here, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more in. This time, right hand comes down. Exhale. Left arm reaches up and over. Stay here for 3 breaths. You might open your left shoulder up towards the sky. Stretch open through your side body, your pectoral muscle, your chest, your shoulder. And then come back to center. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left hand down. Right arm reaches all the way up and over. Stay here for a breath or 2, and then you might take your right elbow back. Spin your heart up to the sky. Feel that little stretch through the shoulder, your chest. And then come back to center and come up. From here, twist to your right. So your right hand comes behind you. Your left hand meets your right leg. Maybe your knee, your thigh, even your hip. Inhale, nice tall, long spine. Exhale, gaze over your right shoulder. Drop your left shoulder down away from your ear. Full deep breath. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, other side. Use your inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, deepen your twist. Gazes over the left shoulder. Drop your right shoulder down. Good. Inhale, center. And as you exhale, come around into table pose. Wrists under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, firm through the tops of your feet. Nice long spine. So press into your hands, fan your fingers, nice and wide. Try not to dump into your wrists too much. Press into the tops of each palm. And from here, extension through your spine in cow shape. Inhale, lift your heart, your tail. On your exhale, round through the spine, drop your head, drop your tailbone. Reach the back of your heart towards the sky. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. From here, as you inhale, extend your spine. So you float your tail, your heart up, and shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, round through your spine. Shift your hips back just a little bit. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round back. Keep moving like that. Follow your breath. Exhale. When you come forward, make sure you tone your low belly as you inhale. The heart lifts and your hips are coming forward. They're not falling down though. Keep them lifted, belly tone. Exhale, shift. From here on your inhale, come forward, tone the low belly and let your hips slowly drop down, come into cobra. On your exhale, tone your low belly to float the hips back up and back, child's pose. Inhale, forward into Bhujangasana, cobra. Shoulders breathe down away from your ears. Exhale, draw the low belly in to float your hips up and back, Balasana, child's pose. Stay right here. Full deep breath. Let your elbows land on the mat if you want. Your arms can even come all the way back towards your feet. Revisit your intention. Take a full deep breath here. And then re-extend your arms. Float up, table pose. From here, swing your feet out to the side and come back down onto your seat. Take your left leg out and draw your right foot in towards the center. So your hips are staying forward. They'll square to the short edge of your mat at the top. And then your left leg will come off of the mat out to the side. So the hips are facing forward and you have that outward rotation of your left leg. Flex your left foot. Take both hands to frame your left thigh. Shoulders come again to square over the left leg. Inhale to lift your spine, lengthen. Exhale, start to hinge over the left leg. Walk your hands down towards your calf, your ankle. And then breathe here. You'll feel a nice stretch through the QL in the lower right side of the back. Keep your left foot flexed. Full deep breath. Lead with the heart. Think of really shining the heart forward. Try not to round through the spine too much. Keep the length coming from the base of your spine. Now step your left arm to the inside of your left leg. Your elbow might come down, it might not. Open your right arm up to the side. And then let your right arm come up and overhead. Now press into your left hand. Cartwheel your arms up. Let your right arm land just beside the right hip. Ground your left toes. Float your hips up as your left arm reaches back for a back bend. And then drop your hips down. Take that left arm and guide your left leg into the center. So now the hips are facing forward and that left leg is straight ahead. From here, tall spine as you inhale. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Again, keep your spine nice and long. Drop your head down. Keep your left foot flexed. If you need to soften the bend in your knee to help with that lengthening of your hamstrings, then take that as much as of a bend that you need. And then slowly walk up. Take your peace fingers to your big toe, or take something that's strap-like and wrap it around the arch of your left foot. From here, your right hand can step behind you just as a little kickstand. Bend into the left knee and then shift your heart back as you float your left foot up. Extend through your left leg. Really reach the heel up towards the sky. Full deep breath. If you want to play with a little bit of balance, the kickstand, the right hand that's behind you, maybe it floats up. Bring that left leg out to the side. Remember, your kickstand can always stay down. Bring it out to the side, and bring it back to center. Now, your right hand will come forward and reach the pinky toe side of your left foot, or your strap. Take your right hand to your strap. And then let go of the big toe. Left hand either comes back as a kickstand or float your left arm up. Gaze comes to the left side. Or if you'd like to really challenge your balance, see if you can bring your drishti, your gaze, back towards your left hand. Good, now come forward and release that left leg down. Take your left knee in, extend your right leg out to the side. So the hips square forward, right leg kicks out to the side. Take both hands to frame your right leg. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, hinge over that right leg. So to walk your hands down towards your shin and your ankle. Lead with the heart, so the spine stays nice and long. You can let your head and neck go. Just try not to round through the thoracic spine, so the middle part of your spine. Full deep breath. You'll feel this through the left QL. QL is the muscle that sits just above the hip and just below your rib cage. Now step your right hand to the inside of your right leg. Left arm lifts up towards the sky. So now you're in a true side bend. Then let that left arm come over. You might take your right elbow down to the ground. Now press into your right hand. Let your left arm come up and over. Let it land on the mat. Draw your right foot down. Right arm comes up. Find your back bend. And then float the hips down. Use your right hand to guide your right leg out in front. So the hips are now squared to the front of the mat. Both hands come to either side of the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward over your right leg. Keep your spine nice and long. Lead with the heart. Then if you'd like to, let your head go, but try to keep the spine long. Keep honoring full deep breath. Notice how your breath shifts the posture. If it's too much for your right hamstring, soften the bend in your right knee. Good, now come up nice and slow. Left hand comes behind you. Take your right hand, your right peace fingers to the big toe, or your right hand to a strap that's wrapped around the bottom of your right foot. Bend your knee and then start to lean back into your kickstand here. Once you're there, straighten your right leg. So you can stay right here. Leaning into the left hand. If you'd like to play with the balance, maybe you take that left hand up and back. Might be easier to bring it out to the side. Open up the right leg. Center. Now take your left arm, reach around to find the strap or the pinky toe side of the right foot. And then the right hand might just come out to the side. It might be your kickstand. Or maybe you reach it all the way back behind you. Gaze can come to the right side, or maybe it comes all the way back to look at your right fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, your right hand comes around and helps guide the foot down. From here, extend both legs out, kick your feet out, your knees out, maybe wiggle your legs. And then we'll come back to table pose. Inhale. And on your exhale, tuck your toes, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. You might keep your knees deeply bent for the first round so that you get that length through your spine. Let your head and neck go. Nod your head yes. And then shake your head no. Pedal out your feet. Wag your tail. Excuse me. Then on your next inhale, gaze comes up. Exhale, step your feet up towards your hands, forward fold. Again, keep your knees nice and soft if your hamstrings are still lengthening. Take opposite elbows, any bind that feels good. The opposite elbows can interlace at the back of your neck or at your low back. Maybe a gentle sway side to side. Hands come down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And this next one, root to rise up. Inhale. Both arms come up overhead. Take your right hand, grab a hold of your left wrist. Soften the bend in your knees and exhale, crescent moon to the right. So as you soften the knees, tone your low belly. Give you a side view. And then inhale, come up through center. Maybe you re-straighten, switch your grip. Soften the knees, tone the low core, side bend. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise up. Dive back in, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. One more half sun salutation. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Hands to heart, exhale. Pause here for a moment, close or soften your eyes. On your next inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, fold. Nice soft knees as you lead with your heart. Long spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Fan your fingers nice and wide. If you need to drop your knees, feel free to take that for yourself. Ground down through your palms. Really press into the top of each palm. Let your shoulders stack over your wrists, and then as you press into your hands, feel the back of your heart lift up and out. Try not to dump down into the shoulders. Really press up and out. Heels are high. Belly is toned. Keep the hips lifted and in line. Try not to sink them down and crunch the low back. Everything stays up and in line. Now take your knees to the mat, if they aren't there. Shift your shoulders forward. Lower all the way to your belly. Adjust your legs, lift one and the other, find length in an internal rotation so that draws the pinky toe sides of the feet down. Now roll your shoulders back, elbows zip in. Inhale, head, neck, and shoulders lift. Baby cobra. Use the muscles along the spine to lift your heart. Keep the tops of the feet grounded. And exhale, lower down. From here, press up through table. Shift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Keep the hips square. Inhale one more time. And then exhale, zip that right knee into your nose and step up to the top of your mat. You can use your blocks or come up onto your fingertips and frame your right foot. Keep your left heel high. Inhale, float your heart up and forward. Exhale, shift your hips back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back. One more, inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Step the left toes up, pyramid pose. Ground the left heel. Square your hips so that right hip shifts back, left hip shifts forward, and then fold over your front leg. Use the width of your mat here. Try not to be on a tightrope. Really widen your stance so that if you want to take balance, you can either walk your hands back towards your left toes or clasp your hands at your low back. You might take opposite elbows. Full balance. Again, you can always keep this, I like to keep this front knee, the right knee, soft, so I'm not locking and I'm not bending too much. It's a nice, even in between, just a gentle engagement, nice softness there. And then release your hands down. From here, deep bend into that front right knee again. Gaze comes up, take your hands to the top of your knee. Inhale, exhale, your left knee comes up and in as you come to stand. Step back a little bit. Good, so from here, standing crane. Left knee is up to hip height, arms come down by your sides. You can take traditional crane arms, which is arms out, elbows soft, wrists soft, and the index finger and thumb come together. One more breath here. Now take your left hand, grab a hold of your left ankle. Tree pose. You'll either take your left foot to the inner right thigh, calf, not the knee, or your ankle. You can do a little kickstand here. So settle into whatever version of tree feels good. If you'd like half lotus tree, then you can always take your left foot to the front of your right hip. Knee points down. That's half lotus, standing half lotus. We'll take traditional tree. You take whatever feels good. Your branches might stay down, or you might lift them up. Really stay strong through your trunk, your right leg. Keep the muscles engaged. From here, take your left knee back in front. Inhale, exhale, step back. Take your hands down to frame your right foot, and then take your left knee down to your mat. From here, extend that right leg all the way back behind you, coming into half or modified side plank. So as you extend your right leg back, that left leg will kickstand out to the side, right arm comes up. If you want more in your modified side plank, float your right leg up to the sky. Then from here, take your right toes down, your right hand down, knee down plank or full plank. Shift your shoulders forward, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra, build the posture through the legs. If it feels okay, press all the way up to full cobra. Inhale and exhale. You might lower a little bit or just tone the low belly and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Belly your feet. And then left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale to stay. Keep your left hip squared. Feel the sensation down the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, left knee into your nose. Step up, deep bend into that left knee. Set up your posture, frame your left foot. Inhale here. Lift your heart. Exhale, shift your hips back. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, shift back. Inhale. Exhale, stay here. Step the right toes up, pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Just enough to drop that right heel down. Make sure you're not on a tightrope. Widen your stance, then square your hips. Left hip back, right hip forward, fold over that front left leg. Hands just might stay here. You might want to walk your hands back towards your right foot. You might want to take a bind at the low back. If you're coming into this full balance, tighten the muscles of your legs, tone your low belly. Keep your front left knee soft, but the muscle energy alive. Good, now come down. Frame your left foot. From here, step your hands onto your left knee. And when you're ready, take your right knee up to stand. Hands come down by your side or take traditional crane. They can also come to heart center. From here, your right hand finds your right foot. Take tree pose, either at the thigh, the calf, or the ankle, or maybe half lotus. And breathe. Ground down through your trunk, your left leg. Now take your right foot off of your thigh or wherever it was. Take your right knee up. Inhale. Exhale. Step it all the way back to the back edge of your mat. Hands come down. Take your right knee down. Now extend. I'm going to take my back to you. I apologize. Extend the left leg back. You're going to kickstand this right foot off to the side. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. You can stay right here or float your left leg up. And then from here, take your left foot down, left hand down, and everybody take both knees to the mat. Shift your shoulders forward, modified chaturanga. Wrap your elbows in, keep your belly toned and lower only halfway. Don't let your shoulders dip lower than your elbows. Then lift your heart, drop your hips with control as you inhale. Exhale, tone your low belly, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Gaze comes up, inhale. Exhale, step or hop up, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, plank. Knees down or keep them lifted. Shift your shoulders forward, either lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, up, baby cobra or full cobra. Exhale, tone your low belly, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Full deep breath in and out. Left leg lifts, inhale. Tone your low belly, bend your knee, and stack your hip open. Keep your hips in your shoulders, keep your shoulders square. Then close the left hip, zip that left knee into your nose and step up to the top of your mat, warrior one. Arms come up, inhale. Back heel can be grounded, or if it's easier for you, keep that back heel lifted in crescent warrior one. Inhale. On your exhale, hands come down as you take your right knee up and in. Inhale, send it back. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, exhale. Stay here, crane pose, standing crane. So you'll take your right hand to the front of your right knee. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it out to the side. Back to center. Take your left hand, grab a hold of the outer right knee. Take your right arm back. Good, come forward, stay strong on that standing left leg. And send your right foot back to the back edge of the mat. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands frame your left foot. This time your left foot will step back to side plank. So the left foot steps back and your heels fall off to the right. Left arm comes up. Your bottom knee can always come down if it's too much. Otherwise, stack or stagger your feet. One more breath in. And exhale, left hand down. Knees come down if you want support. Shift the shoulders forward, elbows in, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra pose or upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, tone your low belly. Use your knees if you want to. Shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Shake your head in any way that feels good. Take child's pose at any moment if you need rest. Downward dog is a nice place to do that. One more breath. Come back to down dog if you aren't there.
And then your right leg lifts, inhale. Tone your low belly, bend your knees, stack your hip open. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, close your hips, zip your knee into your nose, step up to the top of your mat, warrior one or crescent warrior one. Arms come up, take a breath to settle into your balance. And then inhale, exhale, hands come down, left knee zips up and in. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, back. Exhale, bring it up and in and stay. Left hand to the left knee. Inhale here. Exhale out to the side. Center. Take your right hand to the outer left knee. Send the left arm back. Let your gaze come with it. Maybe it just comes to the left side. Inhale, center. Step that left foot all the way back. Arms come up, inhale. Exhale, hands down to frame your right foot. Step your right foot back, then let your heels fall to the left, side plank. As your right arm comes up, you might take the bottom knee down. You might stagger the feet or stack the feet. Then from here, right hand comes down, pick your heels up, knees down if you want, shift the shoulders forward. Lower halfway or all the way, wrap the elbows in. Inhale, float up, cobra pose. Exhale, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take your knees to the mat and find rest. Slowly make your way up, downward facing dog. Couple breaths here. You might nod your head yes or no, pedal your feet. And then gaze comes up, inhale. Exhale, step or float up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Last salutation, dive back in, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float back, plank. We'll meet in down dog. Take any lowering you like, skip it completely if you want. No need to go through the back bend and the lowering. You can always just shift from plank to down dog. Full deep breath when you arrive. And then right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, draw that right knee in. Step up to the top of your mat, warrior one, inhale. Exhale, left knee comes up and in. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, up and in. Last time, bring it back. Exhale, up and in, and stay. Strap or your left peace fingers to the left big toe. Find your bind and straighten your left leg. If this does not feel good with a strap, you can always take this knee bent version. Doesn't have to come, you don't have to come into the full expression. Inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale, bring that left leg back to center. Maybe right hand finds the strap or the pinky toe side of the left foot. Release your left hand all the way back. Gaze might come to the left side. or all the way back towards the left hand. Good, bring it forward, let go of your left leg and step it all the way back. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands frame the right foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left side plank. Vashisthasana, right arm comes up. Stack or stagger your feet or always take your knee down. If you want a little more, take your right peace fingers to the right big toe and stretch it out. Good, now release, right hand comes down. Chaturanga or modified chaturanga. Remember, you can skip it too. Heart comes up into your back bend or not. Exhale, hips come up and back. Full deep breath. Left side, left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, left knee into your nose, step up. Warrior one, inhale. One breath, one movement. Exhale, draws that right knee in. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, right in. Inhale back. Last time, exhale in. Your right hand might come to the front of your right knee or peace fingers to the right big toe. Stretch that right foot forward. Left hand can always be out by the sides, catch your balance or hand to hip. Inhale. Exhale, open your right leg to the side. Inhale, bring it back to center. Left hand meets the pinky toe side of your right foot. And then lift or let go of the right toes. Right hand comes back. Gaze comes back. Inhale. Exhale, come forward, release the right leg, step it back. Inhale, arms come up. Keep the core tone to support this balance. Exhale, frame your left foot. From here, left foot steps back, Vashisthasana. Left arm up. Knee down, stack or stagger your feet, or take your left peace fingers to your left big toe and extend your left leg out. Inhale, exhale, left hand down. Take your lowering or not. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, hips back. Full deep breath. Child's pose, knees down. Shift your hips back. Revisit your intention. And then slowly come up to sit. Swing your legs around. And let's take a moment to roll out the piriformis muscles. We've done a lot of balancing. The hips can use a little massage here. Hands come back behind you. Roll onto the sit bones and lift your feet up. I like to give my ankles a little cross here. And then roll to your right hip. Once you're on your right hip, start circling around. Try to find a little knot in the outer upper part of your right bum. Once you find a knot, stay there and breathe. But then roll it around again. And then roll to the left side. On the left piriformis, find a little knot right in the upper outer left bum. Breathe. And then roll it out again. You'll know when you find the knot. Believe me. Good. Come back to center. Open your feet out nice and wide, about as wide as your mat. Hands stay behind you again. Start to windshield wipe your knees side to side. Next time your knees fall off to the right, pick up your left arm, come around, drop down onto your forearms and take a twist here. After a few rounds of breath, you might find that you can kick your elbows out and take your forehead down to your fists. Full deep breath. And slowly come up. Come back around. Start windshield wiping your knees again, side to side. Keep your feet as wide as your mat. And then the next time your knees fall off to the left, come around and drop down onto the forearms. Kick your elbows out. Bring your forehead onto the backs of your hands. And rest. Very slowly come up. Come around. Windshield wipe the knees again. And then roll onto your back. You might scooch down your mat a little bit. Roll onto your back as you take your knees in. Just stay here for a moment. Gently squeeze your knees into your chest. Or maybe you just rock side to side. From here, happy baby. Grab a hold of the backs of the knees, ankles, or pinky toe sides of your feet. Draw your knees down towards your shoulders, feet lift up off of your seat. Nice long cervical spine, the back of your neck. And maybe you just stay here and sway side to side. You might just sit in stillness. Breathe, open your hips. And then from here, yogi's choice, anything you'd like to honor your practice from the next 3 to 5 breaths. You can take another hip opener, maybe Supta Baddha Konasana, bottoms of the feet meet together, landing on the mat, knees splay open. You might take a back bend, a gentle inversion.
whatever your body is looking for. Maybe your body is looking for just an extra 5 breaths of rest. When you're ready, make your way down to Shavasana. Extend your legs out nice and long. Keep that external rotation of your legs. Feet, knees, and hips open and rest, fully supported by the earth. Release your low back, your sacrum, your glutes. Shoulders melt down to the earth. Unhinge your jaw. Separate your teeth. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Soft eyebrows, soft forehead. As you fall back into your natural breath, revisit your intention. And slowly drift off into your integration. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Re-energize small movements to your fingers and your toes. Stretch or lengthen in any way that serves you. And when you're ready, gather up all of your limbs and roll to one side. Pause here for a moment. Feel gratitude towards yourself for showing up, honoring breath and movement for your mind and your body. And then when you're ready, use your top arm to support you up to a comfortable seat. Eyes stay soft or closed, and your hands land at heart center. Gently tap your thumbs into your heart space 3 times as a reminder that this is your source, your place of truth, where all the answers to all of your questions reside. And bring your thumbs to your lips, gently tapping 3 times as a reminder to always speak from this place of truth. And then your thumbs to your third eye, gently tapping 3 times as a reminder to always see clarity in this truth and only allow in what serves you. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. I hope you enjoyed all the balancing. Drink plenty of water, get a good night's sleep. And tomorrow, if you're feeling your hips, do another one of those piriformis massage little tricks on the side here. That can feel really good for strengthening your hips. And enjoy your day or your night.